Hello everybody, GrayStillPlays, and today I'm checking out another tutorial for Rimworld for you guys. This was another requested item that someone had requested in one of the channel comments, and that was how to recruit soldiers for yourself, or how to recruit them in a more efficient way. Basically, how to get the recruitment up as high as possible, especially when some of the people are more difficult to recruit, and kind of what are the variables that affects recruitment. So, this guide is more of an advanced guide. It considers you to have the basic understanding of at least how to, create a room, set up a bed for a prisoner, and then have a warden in your colony. Like Val over here is my warden. If we go over to the work area, we go to wardens, see Val is my warden. How to set up a warden, and then how to at least go over to the prisoner tab, click on it, and then click on chat and recruit. So if you didn't know how to do that, I guess I kind of real quickly went through it, but let's take a look at a bunch of the items that affects your chance at successfully recruiting someone, which is kind of nebulous and something a lot of different people wondered about. So first things first, you're going to notice that the recruitment difficulty of this particular person here is 75%. But no doubt you've gotten some recruitment difficulties that were like 99%. Why is that? Okay. The thing about this game is there is a language system in this game, and I'm going to be very, very zoomed in for this. I want you guys to know that. So the reason I'm doing that is so that you're going to get to easily see the recruitment percentages each time we try here, and I'm going to show you guys some different variables. So there's languages in the game, and we are a tribal people. That is the type of gameplay that I was playing, and this person is a tribal person, which means that we're going to have an easier opportunity recruiting this individual rather than, say, a spacer that dropped down from a drop pod from space. That's because we don't speak the same language if that happened. We would be using, like, sign language to try and communicate to this guy and be like, hey, join our cause. But at least here, we share some of the same customs and some of the same languages, and that's why whenever if you're playing a tribal style of game and you are a tribalist, if you capture other tribalists, you're going to have a lot easier time recruiting them than if you capture like a pirate or something. Likewise, if you're utilizing a spacer style of colony and you get someone that drops down from the sky, you're going to have a lot easier time recruiting them than, say, a tribalist person. Now, how do you get your percentages up? All right, well, first, let me show you guys a baseline. So, like I said, Val is our warden over here. Let's go and chat with Frog and see what our baseline recruitment percentage is. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward here a little bit so that we can see it real quick, and then we'll pause once we get it. Okay. So right there, you can see recruit failed 11% chance. Now, I'll let you guys know that this percent here is right now, in other words, like all things being equal, and if this was the time right now when we just tried to recruit this guy, this would not change. The reason I say that is because I've reloaded the game like 10 or 15 times just to see if I would get 11% every single time at this time of day right now when nothing else has changed, and it's always 11%. So that is our current baseline. Now, there's a lot of things that basically will influence this 11% chance. One of the first things that's going to influence it is your actual social skill. As this goes up, you're going to get a better percentage chance of recruiting people. But there's some other things too that increase this, and that's really what I wanted to get the opportunity to talk about. The two things that increase this is if you go over to social, you're going to see, and we click on our guy here, you're going to see that he has an opinion of Val, and his opinion of Val is 82 right now. So I believe it started at 77. We'll reload in a second here and check that out. As this opinion goes up, the percentage chance for the recruitment will likewise go up. That is why if you stick with the recruitment and you keep talking to them over and over and over again with the same guy, the percentage chance is going to slowly increase. And that's because A, you're getting a better opinion of that person, but B, it's also because you're increasing the social skill that person has. Let's check this out real quick. Okay, now remember how I said that the social interaction point here that people have with each other will directly influence their ability to get recruited. Let's check that out now. So right now, Frog here has a plus 71 opinion of Val, but let's go and increase that real quick by utilizing some of the development tools so that we can kind of move things right along here. We'll go ahead and add opinion thoughts about, and then we're going to click on our guy, and we're going to click on good. So you can see right now he has 100%, or I should say plus 100 opinion of Val. So now that that is done, now let's go ahead and try and recruit him. All right, so we've got the recruitment going. We go over here. It's still a 75% chance. This is not going to change. But remember, now we have a plus 100 for our social interaction. Let's go ahead and fast forward things along here. Okay, now he just joined, and if we go over here to the new recruit, we'll see the percentage chance, because it didn't show up on the screen if you noticed, we'll see the percentage chance that we had to recruit this guy. So we had a 14% chance. So it went up around 1% per 10 opinion of the person. Very interesting. But can you get further than that? You can, but let's go ahead and separate something else. And that's what a lot of people have asked. If you make a really impressive cell with a ton of beauty and the person's opinion of their cell gets impressive, does that change the recruitment percentage chance? It does. Let's go check that out real quick. Okay, so we're back. We're back to having a 71 plus opinion of Val for our prisoner, but now instead of increasing the opinion, we're going to increase the beauty of this cell. So let's do that real quick. Now remember, I have God mode on. The reason for this is so that I can build items very, very quickly. So let's go ahead and let's go to a grand sculpture, and we'll make a whole bunch of these real quick. And the reason why is because I want like incredibly grandiose, crazy ones. Okay, so here we have a couple of grandiose sculptures. Let's go ahead and put these down. Let's find some other really high level ones. There's another 1,000 one. Put that one down over here. See if we can get any other 1,000 ones just kind of laying around. There's one more right there. So let's go put these 3 down. We're going to go install these real quick, get this guy's opinion of his cell way up, and then we're going to come back and try and recruit him again and see if that changed anything. Now, for a baseline, let's go back over to his needs and take a look at his mood. His mood was currently right in the 68th percentile when we recruited him before. Let's see what happens, though, when we increase this up to around 99%. Let's max out his mood and see what it does. Okay, so we've got all the items installed. You can see here he has an incredibly impressive prison cell, and his mood is thus jumping like way up because his prison cell is just so amazing. This is what we wanted. Let's go ahead and keep it kind of moving here. And now that his opinion of his cell is pretty impressive, let's see if we can go ahead and recruit him and see if it increases the percentage chance of the recruitment. Here we go. All right, so Val is attempting to recruit right now. We're at about a 92% mood. Let's see what happens here. All right. And there we go. A 13% chance due to having a 97% mood. Now, from what I've seen, and I need to do more testing about this, it appears that right at around 75 to 80%, you get your very first 10% bonus. And I say 10% because it went up to 12% from 11%. And that right around that 95% mood, you get another 10% bonus, increasing it to a 13% chance from 11% of being able to recruit this guy. Now, can you stack these two things? Can you stack opinion and the impressiveness of the cell? And the answer is yes. Let's check that out now. Okay, so now we've got our opinion of Val way up. We go over here to the social tab, and we can see he has 100 plus opinion of Val, and we also have all these different sculptures in here. So his overall needs and mood are up to about 89%. Now let's go ahead and try and recruit him and see what it looks like. Here we go. We're gonna start right around here. Just take a look at his mood. Mood is at around 93%. Very good. And 16% chance. So there you go. You can see that we went from an 11% chance all the way to a 16% chance from our baseline, just from having a super impressive room, getting this guy's mood up, and having a fantastic opinion of Val. Now, there's some other things for you guys to know. The mood is important because if this mood goes below 35%, you will not be able to recruit a person no matter what you do. Likewise, as long as the mood stays above 35%, you always have at least a 0.5% chance at recruiting anyone, regardless of how difficult they are to recruit. But I just wanted to get the opportunity to look deeper into recruiting and prisoner recruiting and show you guys a couple of the different methods and ways that you can get your percentage up. The two most important ones being increasing the opinion of the warden by continuing to do those chats with the person, and yes, increasing the impressiveness of the room does count. It actually does make a very tangible difference, up to about 20% for the individual at hand. Hope you guys found this interesting and helpful. If you have any more suggestions on tutorials or things that you would like me to look deeper into in Rimworld, feel free to let me know. Until the next time, stay foxy and much love.